This is To the Rescue Authentic Networking, and I'm Jennifer Johnson, Executive Director of TTR Networking and Relationship Marketing Coach. This show is all about authentic business networking know-how, relationship building, and the success strategies used by our members to grow their businesses and to give back to local nonprofits. Be sure to stay up to date. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure to click the bell to get the notifications. Oh, yeah, and please visit our website, ttrnetworking.com. We are TTR Networking. We're industry-exclusive networking groups. We meet weekly to share easy relationship marketing tools, fun, entertaining, and informative events and fundraising. We are so glad you're here. Now on with the show.
Welcome to the Rescue. We have a really special show today. It is going to be all about our friends at SendOutCards. I'm Nicole Williams with my co-host Jennifer Johnson. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm always great when we get to talk about SendOutCards. I mean,
yeah.
A lot of people might not even have any idea what that is, so we're excited that we get to share that today. How are you, Nicole?
I'm good. This pandemic is just really hard. A lot of my days, my mornings begin the same. You just wake up and just pray for everybody affected by it. Sick, the stories coming out with the ones that are sick, all the healthcare workers, the frontliners, everybody from delivery people to store people, just so thankful and
that you're healthy and you're safe and you're
right. It's little things that we take for granted, and it's really opens our eyes. And
definitely. And I would just say you have a blog you're working on, right?
Yeah, it's thankfulsinglemama.com, and mama is MOMMA. I've learned there are a lot of different ways you can spell that. But it's just a way to reach out to the community and just motivate anyone involved with children, parents, caregivers, teachers. I have 7 years of teaching experience as a teacher at a preschool, and just learned so much that I wish I would have known 20 years ago.
Sure.
So I just getting to share that. And something else we talk about in our shows is nonprofits. I want to start listing all these great nonprofits that our guests are sharing with us, as well as our groups, so anyway, but let's help about that. So how about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It is a lot of crazy world with all the pandemic, but today we actually have a great guest on who is a fellow affiliate with SendOutCards. We're going to get right to it because in this crazy time, there is probably no better tool available, or I guess it's a tool, it's a service, I always think of it, what do I call it? A relationship marketing platform strategy. What is it? Polly Hulseman, help me.
You said it. It's a relationship marketing platform.
Okay, there we go. Relationship marketing. I think I said that. I get excited. Well, tell us, Polly. We're so glad you're here. I've known Polly for a number of years, and actually, it is. It's like, what have we been there 9 years now?
Yeah.
My goodness. She introduced SendOutCards to me, and then when I met Nicole, I introduced SendOutCards to Nicole. So, Polly, what we try to do, first of all, on our questions is just kind of tell us who you are, which we already know you're Polly Hulseman. What do you do? Maybe give us a little history of how you ended up with SendOutCards, because I know the story, and maybe Nicole does, but our listeners, viewers don't. And then how is this COVID-19 situation, how's that affecting what we're doing with SendOutCards?
Yeah. Well, thanks, Jennifer, and thanks, Nicole, for having me on your show. My background is new home sales. So I sat in a model home and people came to me and I helped them design their dream home, and I loved it. I did that for many years, about 15 years or so, and the drawback to it was I worked every single weekend, and it was hard to coordinate vacations, anything like that, because I was never allowed to take 2 Saturdays off in a row. So just traveling with my family and things. So through the course of all that, I had been involved in another network marketing company, was not really passionate about it, but it was health and wellness, and it was great products, but it just wasn't really my forte. And we had a leader basically in the company left and went to SendOutCards, and we all kind of looked at it and like, what? You're making like lots of money, and you went to SendOutCards, and we just didn't get it. But he did a video, and he spoke about basically how kind of the big money is in the small money type thing. But what got me more was the heart, the gratitude, the creativity of doing this. And what I found was SendOutCards married right into my life. Whether personally for birthday, I always send birthday cards. I was a huge proponent of the thank you card. I was just raised that way. And so when I was shown this product, this service, that I could put a picture on the front of a card, and through a couple clicks of a button, I could send out happiness into the world. And people save these things. They save the cards. You put a picture on a card. I still have Christmas cards from people that have sent me, their family pictures. I have, all this past years of all those categorized by year, and it's fun to look back on those things. So it married with what I wanted to do. And so when I was in new home sales, I really kind of started out more as a customer. I signed up as an affiliate, but it was really more just about being a customer. Through some different turbulent times of 2008, all these different things, economy crashing, just different things, I turned to SendOutCards and decided through the course of different things that I'm like, this is what I want to build. This is what I want to do with my life. This is the next phase. And I have not looked back since I started this journey. And you ask about the COVID-19, it's better now than ever. A lot of people are hurting right now, and we have been able to reach out in kindness to people. I sell mostly to businesses for them to stay top of mind with their clients, which there's never been a more important time to be doing that. Right. But then just personally, I've got people right now that I'm reaching out to that they live alone, and they're by themselves. And, Nicole, you talked about a single mom. There's a single mom in my networking group that, she's got 3 kids that are like, I want to say 3rd, 4th, or maybe a 2nd, 3rd and 5th grade, something, I don't know. So she's doing all this homework and homeschooling, and then she's trying to work, and her personal business is thriving, but it's when she's trying to do all this homework where you have to sit with the kids to do this. And so I send her, you can do this and you got this cards. So there's never been a better time, even during COVID-19. We're lucky. We're very fortunate. We're very blessed to be in this kind of a business.
Yeah, definitely a good question. Good answer. Yes. Go ahead, Nicole. I know you had a question.
Well, our show is all about being authentic, and we were wondering what authentic means to you and your business.
Yeah, I think that really authentic is just being yourself. It's all about being genuine. That's what I love about SendOutCards is I make every card about the person. Mm-hmm. You do have the capability of branding and all that, but I make the card about the person. So being authentic, speak from the heart. That's kind of my big thing is, and sometimes it takes some time. And in these times, I have sent a few more sympathy cards than I, care to. Right. But you have the vehicle, and if you just speak from your heart and be authentic about who you are, this is not a time to put on airs.
No, definitely not. Well, Nicole and I know how this works, but with Zoom, you can actually share your screen. So would you be
can.
willing to show us a few things?
Yeah.
I know that Nicole and I would just say real quick, if anybody wants to send a card.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
I'm disappearing.
Free card on us.
Okay.
Polly is going to show us how easy that is, but you can visit the www.sendoutcards.com/thankful single mama.
Exactly.
We'd love to help you send that card out.
And that's where
And we'll definitely say that back again at the end.
we will. So
Yeah. So this is the Send Out Cards site. We offer probably 20,000 cards or so that you can choose from, or you can create your own. So kind of whatever you're looking to do. Every time you see a picture, these are cards that you can drop your own photos. We've professionally designed them. Love this new one, change the date, because I happen to know a few weddings have been postponed. So there's all kinds. We have a lot of social distancing cards right now, which are very fun. Actually, let's do. So then you can kind of go into, let's see if I can do. Oh, I don't want birthdays. I wanted just because. See if it'll do it. There we go. So there's a bunch in here that we have. We have word searches. I will tell you that I've sent more word searches to some of the elderly people in my world. They love them.
right.
So that has been very fun. Hand sanitizing, been very fun. A lot of these dog ones, I've sent that to a dog walker in my networking group. Sent this particular card, the hand washing card, where you start out hand washing and then it's brittle down here at the bottom. Sent that to a few nurses in my world. So there's all kinds of things that you can do. I'm just going to choose this one here. So this would be one of our photo drop cards.
Okay.
Let's see if it pops up here. At least my computer's working faster than it was, but and I'm going to customize it. We offer flat cards, and I'll show you some examples after a bit. We offer a flat card that's a 5x7. We offer a 2-panel. We offer a 3-panel, a big card, and also postcards. So whatever you're looking to do, we have standard, high gloss, really sturdy paper. That's our standard. We also offer a satin and a pearl for an upgrade. I'm actually going to do a flat card because I'm actually really going to send this to myself. So you just click on the picture. Maybe. There we go. Happens to be me and my daughter. And it's just kind of appropriate because we did a selfie on Easter. Not really social distancing, but. And you can do fun things like change the background of your color, all that kind of thing. If I wanted to add more pictures, I could. Or I can literally just, type a message. And you can do, oops, this helps click in my, and we even have the capability of doing your signature. So here's my signature. I normally change the color, and because I did it way back in the day, I would highly recommend making your signature bigger. But so you can see it actually does look like it is my signature. So, I should have done a different card. I could have shown you branding. You can brand the back of your card as well. So at this point, there's your cards, the summary. If you wanted to add a gift, let me see if these come up relatively quick. Gifts, for some reason, take a little longer to come up. You even have the capability of adding gifts. Our top seller is brownies, which are amazing. Nicole, have you had the brownies?
Yes, thank you. Yes. I think Jennifer.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Very yummy. Thank you.
You're welcome.
They're like gourmet. They're like from a bakery. They're
very good.
It's amazing. So we have all kinds of categories. Obviously, Mother's Day is coming up. So this is a great time to take advantage of Nicole's offer to send a free card, because if your mother is still living, you better be sending her a card. Or if you have a mother figure in your life. But we have all kinds of fun things. We have the new gifts. We have card size gifts, things that are on sale, popular gourmet food, gift sets. It'll go down, but there's all kinds of fun things. We even have children's gifts that are awesome. So I'm not going to include a gift with this, but I will add a recipient. And I can search. Done. There you go. And all I have to do is hit ready to send, and it's free because of the type of program I'm on. So send. And I just sent myself a card. I never had to touch it. Highly important right now in this world that you don't have to go pick through all the Hallmark cards, even if they were open, or if you're at Kroger picking through the cards. And then they stuff it, stamp it, and it will go out. Today's Friday, so it'll go out actually on Monday. But normally it generates at midnight that night, and it goes out the next business day. So
that's awesome.
Was there anything else you wanted me to show you in this?
You know, one of the things I'm sitting here, and I know that I think you've shown us some really good things. I mean, and we do have a phone app, which we don't always do. So there's an app on your phone that you can actually send it. And that's
the exact same things. I just did.
Thing. You know, one of my thoughts is, and this show is all about authenticity and authentic. And I know we already asked you what authentic meant to you, didn't we? No, we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, we did. We talked about genuine. And
oh, that's right. Okay. So my question with that is, I think that people can see the system, and it's something that goes through my head often when I'm going in here to send a card, and maybe both of you ladies can kind of chime in, but I would think the biggest thing that could hold somebody up is the system's awesome. We've got a phone app, but what do you say? How would you coach somebody through that, Polly? You know what I'm saying? Because what would you say? I mean, what would be your advice? I know what I do. A lot of times I look back at a card and I'll say, oh, I actually said something nice in that. I'm always kind of worried about what my message is going to be. I
think anything that comes from your heart,
right,
and what you're feeling at that moment. I do have a couple of books that I will refer to sometimes that are just word phrases, like they categorize it by birthday or anniversary. Sympathy is a hard one for me sometimes.
Okay.
So I might look to those to help me, but I always put it in my own words and my own phraseology. You can always use Google if you're searching for something. But I really feel like when you're in the moment of sending a card, what you're feeling is the best thing to put in the card, because that will resonate, that will come through. I sent a card to my hairstylist and his partner the other day, just because I had happened to have gotten my hair highlighted literally right before all this kind of went down, not knowing all this was going down.
Yeah.
And I got to go to Mexico, came back and from Mexico, and literally we shut down. And I sent him a card, not really, just thinking about him, and I hoped, he's a hairstylist, so obviously they're shut down. And he ended up texting me. He goes, "You do not know how much this card lifted me up." Now, I don't know that I said anything special, but I just put in there how much I was thinking about him and his partner, Reggie, and that I really cared,
right,
about what they were going through. And, I put a picture selfie in there and said, "See, I'm so thankful I got my hair done before all this," and because they're going to be slammed when all this is over. Sure. You don't know, just heart. That's all I've got, heart. Speak from your heart when you
personalize
get
it. And,
right. Yeah. So I know, and I guess that would be exactly what I was hoping you'd say, is something like that. Now, the good thing is SendOutCards has, they have cards that are already there. All you have to do.
Yeah. So like if you have, let's find one that has something in it. I don't know. Sometimes I wish nope, not that one. Oh dear.
Actually, that was a nice one.
I know, but next the button is
Covered.
yeah, so let me see if I can go back. There we go. I was looking to see if I could find one that had something in it. But we do offer lots of things. God, now my thing's frozen. It's not letting me.
So there are a lot of options. You know, actually, I know your Nicole, you and your daughter sent out cards to a whole nursing facility, right? And nursing.
Mm-hmm.
What did you put on what'd you put in the words? What did you, or did you use the card?
Well, it was hard because our first thought was, oh, we can personalize them. We can put their first name. You know, we don't have to have their last name. But with the HIPAA laws, we were not allowed their names or their room numbers. So it was generic. It was like, hello, friends, and like a smiley face. And thinking of you, sending you hugs, you know, hope you are well. And some of them we put the crossword puzzle that Polly was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just neat because you can actually, one thing that we did is we took pictures of some of the cards and then we would change them up a little bit. So it's just so easy. It's like click, 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 you know, and for that kind of a card, I mean, you think of how expensive the Hallmark cards are, to be able to put a picture, a 5x7 on it, you know, they could keep the picture if they wanted. There's one really gorgeous roses that look like beautiful pink roses out of your garden. You know, people, some friends are like, oh, well, I'm going to put that in a frame. I'm going to hang on to that.
Exactly.
Exactly. You know, and it's hard because we don't know the people, but, you know, like talking from our heart, you know, just because what we heard was the residents at the nursing home couldn't get any visitors in, they couldn't leave, you know, so in our minds they're like, we didn't realize that they were actually in their rooms, you know, they couldn't like go out at all, you know, to like their dining hall and things, and just a little cheer, like Polly said, a little bit of happiness.
And so you sent out these cards, and you'll probably hear stories later. Maybe you won't, but I know from my own experiences.
I'd love to, but if not, that's okay. It's our job that's all we wanted to do.
But even the words that you sent will hit somebody just at that right moment when they needed to hear that.
Yeah.
And you may not, you know, it's such a bigger thing than you sending it out. There's such a bigger power. It's a whole movement of kindness, appreciation, love, everything. And we get to be part of that with SendOutCards. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. And something that we thought that we didn't even think about was our bonding, you know, because I did some with my 9th grader and then I did some with my 12th grader. And it's just that sharing that time, you know, that, you know, you don't think about, you know, they're like, oh yeah, we want to be a part of it. And it's, you know, different colors, different backgrounds, different font colors. There's so much.
That's perfect.
So what a great story to be able to say, because you have a daughter who's, how old are your daughters? Tell us again.
Lainey is 15 and then Caitlin is 19. And they're awesome.
Well, and what a neat thing to be able to say you did that together and you had
I know,
your daughters working with you. Polly, I know we've kind of, Nicole and I get all excited about.
No, you're fine.
Do you have some cards that you can share us with maybe some examples or?
Yeah. So here's one that was sent to me. This is a half birthday. So this is an example of the flat card that I actually just sent myself.
Okay.
Here's one. This is somebody that sent me a card because I donated. Sorry, I know my light is kind of.
Oh, it is right but that's a really pretty card though.
Yeah. So, and then she branded, this was because I donated to her fundraiser. She jumped over the ledge of a building, like whatever.
What?
I know. It's like free falling, and it was raising money, and I'm like, okay, yeah, here's some money, because I'm not free falling.
Crazy.
Here's an example of this one I created. It's a bingo, and it's all about social distancing. So it's just a fun card that I've been sending out to people. This I pulled the image off of Facebook. but you can Google these. I Googled some for another client of mine that sends out. And so she's sending out different social. But again, and you can see signatures
Mm-hmm.
and branding.
Very cool. Yep.
And then we also offer, here's another of the social distancing. This was sent to me by Jay McHugh, who always does such fun things. But here's, an example of doing, then branding, but a 3-panel. So same price as a regular card. So whatever kind of plan you're on, you can do something as fun as this. So those are some of my cards that I've, those are my more recently received. Let's put that.
So there did Nicole. I was just going to say while she was talking about the different options. I mean, we can share that, but I don't know that it's a really big deal to share the prices. It's just basically.
No, you can get back with Nicole if you.
Right. So.
Yeah.
Do you have another question for her, Nicole? Because I'm going to grab the website again. Here.
Well, free card on us. You can message us at www.sendoutcards.com/thankful single mama. We want to thank Polly for being here, and also we want to ask if you have any final thoughts you'd like to leave us with, Polly.
Yeah. So just if you think about this is the best time. Just to reach out in kindness. I will tell you, if you do find it in your heart that you would like to send some kindness out in the world, get back with Nicole and we have no contracts, no nothing. We have a program, a subscription to meet, everybody's needs. We even have a free 1-at-a-time card. I firmly believe everybody should at least have the app on their phone. But there is no better time than right now to be sending out kindness in the world. Hopefully everybody will continue to want to send out kindness, hopefully this is kind of a reset maybe in our world, making everybody stop and think and be grateful and all that. So this is a great time to start that gratitude. If you haven't already been doing it, tell people you love them now. You don't know when it'll be too late. And lift somebody up. I'm not talking elderly. We've talked somewhat of the nursing homes and things, and I've sent cards, but lift up those people that are just even by themselves or just, they're juggling a lot in their world. If you can just send them some fun, you don't know, that will go so far.
Yeah,
definitely. Great time.
That would be all I have for you.
Thank you.
That was great. That was great.
Jennifer, do you have a quote for us?
Well, I would echo exactly what Polly said. Right now is not a time to be timid. This is a time, the post office, as long as the post office SendOutCards goes through the post office. So as long as the post office is running, SendOutCards is sending. So, a lot of people are, I gotta reach out to my clients. I gotta do this. Okay, SendOutCards is the way to do it. So don't sit there. You've got to get your message out. And we talked about this earlier. This quote is actually on my, we have a website, TTR Networking, but this comes from Ellen DeGeneres. It says, find out who you are. This is all about authenticity, right? Sending out cards, you've got to just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. You're just trying to send out love, like Polly said. Find out who you are and be that person. That's what your soul was put on earth to be. Find that truth, live that truth, and everything else will come. And that's, like I said, Ellen DeGeneres. This is no time to be sitting there saying, oh, I can't send a card. I don't know what I'd say. Send a card. Just say, I love you. I don't care what you send. Send, get sending. So, and you need to go to, where did I do it? I lost it. Oh, no. No, here it is. One more time. They can send a free card on us. And
it's www.sendoutcards.com/thankful single mama. So you pick the card, you get on there. You can do something like Polly showed us. You can build your own card. A lot of times we put the picture, you can just take any picture, upload it to your computer, put that picture on the front, little saying inside, like you said, just thinking of you and miss you, hello, a joke if one thing, one of my girls' teachers actually were doing e-learning because the schools are shut down.
Right.
And we woke up one morning and went outside to take out the garbage, and they left a gift. They left a candy bar and just like an inspirational note, great job, Lainey, and, then we're like, we got to do a card. And, from Lainey helping with the nursing home card, she just popped right on and,
Yay!
Awesome.
All right. That is awesome. That's so cool. Well, we all have all kinds of samples of cards. I could show you hundreds of cards. And there's so many things we could say. But what a neat story about your daughter. Then she jumped on. She
didn't think twice. She was like, oh, I got a dinner. I got to write it. And,
teaching her great values.
Yeah, great thing to say. Okay, well, Nicole, I think that's good. Thank you, Polly, so much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having me.
And take it away, Nicole.
Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us on our show. And until next time, may all your days be filled with authenticity.
Yay. See you later, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.